We own a chiropractic business, PLLC, and pay ourselves a salary as W-2 employees of our company. We had filed W-4s. I understand this creates adhesion contracts. How do we move ourselves out of the IRS arrangement? And what does the paper trail require? All right. So the very last part of the question, I'm not going to be able to explain it all to you because this is an hour-long dialogue with you and your structure to help you to understand. I have plenty of doctors, chiropractors operating 100% in private. Because you have a license that hangs on a wall, does not stipulate that you are required to conduct business as an S corp or a C corp or an LLC or a DBA. Those are choices. Because you have a license that hangs on a wall does not require that you have to constitute everything that's brought into you as income. Because you have a license, that does not mean that license is coming down and performing adjustments on people. It's your hands. It's the hands of the man or the woman that are performing adjustments. It is not a license. It is not the IRS. It's not the federal government. It's your hands. And so there are single page private agreements that you can do with your members, medical doctors, regular doctors, dentistries, you name it. And people come in, they sign this one-page agreement. They say, we understand there's a license on the wall. We understand that you are in fact the person that took the test to receive the license, and the license is made out to the registered organization's name, which matches my name, the Living Man. I mean, some people get crazy like that when they do their forms and we go over it with them. But the point being, there's all kinds of structure that you could do. Now, here's the thing. You go from a W-2 to nothing, and I that's jumping off the ship and going for it and starting your freedom swim. That's the road I would go. I haven't had use of the social for 15 plus years. I will not use the social. I will not have income again. I don't want to have income. I had a few lingering W-2s and 1099s to be taken care of through 2012. Took care of them, wiped them out, started everything over. And but to use the social for credit, to use the social for to purchase something, no. And never before in history are we going to have the opportunity to take over existing debt situations. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to make it so hard in life, and this is going to be the biggest takeover and the biggest asset class takeover real estate is ever before recorded in history. Real estate is going to be extremely difficult to obtain ever again. It is a true asset class that you're watching. As of last year, 15% of all real estate purchase was hedge funds and power brokers. They drove up the prices because they had the cash and they were willing to buy it at 150% of the value of the house at that particular time. Now, I'm bringing this up because do you want the ability to purchase a house using credit? You're not going to be able to unless you have a W-2. I mean, yeah, if you have perfect FICOs and a good sizable down, you could do stated or something like that. Yeah, that's still doable. But the question is, does it matter to you that much? Like, I don't care if I have a W-2. I don't care if I show income. I don't feel I'm being a good boy by showing income. I feel like, if anything, I'm partaking in crime. I mean, literally, that's how I feel. And I believe these people are criminals. I wholeheartedly believe that they are criminals. Why would I want to partake in crime? And so you can structure your chiropractic business to be a full functioning PLLC that has, and again, if you're a C corp, you can structure up a wage of $500 to the CEO. And there's all kinds of structure you can do is the point. But to pay yourselves a W-2 and to have taxes pulled out, why? It wasn't an officer of the court. You're an officer of the corporation. The officer of the court, the vice president or president, did not come out of that office position to perform chiropractic moves. It was your hands. So why are you paying the officer of the corporation so much money? Paying $500 to conduct the office affairs of the corporation, and then you're done. Everything else better be a straight donation to your foundation, a straight donation to everything you need to buy, and bleed that corporation as dry as you can and make it, an insolvent, not insolvent, but a tax through entity. It's bleed it out every year, bleed it out as an S corp would. But the point is there's all kinds of ways. I think people's minds need to shift in what they think they are. I know you're a chiropractor. I would call you a back adjuster at this point. You could be a doctor. You don't ever need to give up that title. You've earned it. You can even turn in your license. I have guys doing adjustments with no licenses all day long, no license. And everybody's coming in. They have to sign the form. They're part of the private membership. They administer shots. They administer oxygen therapy. They administer all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So why can't you? Does the license matter that much to you? Then hang it on the wall. Keep paying for it every year, but make sure you're not paying. For me, I wouldn't pay a dime. The office, again, the CEO of the company should not be getting 50,000 or 75,000 for the year to run or administrate the paperwork of the company. The chiropractor did all the work. The doctor did all the work. So contract your private man capacity services with the corporation to receive a wage and do it through a private foundation. And then they pay that foundation for services. And they couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Why? Because you have a license on the wall and you've operated yourself as a private man capacity to serve and adjust people in their private capacity. They're all agreeing to it. They couldn't do anything with the 10-foot pole. And we've proven it throughout the years of helping people that operating a public side business in the private is very doable.